Hey guys, my name's Rhonda Gessner, and today I want to just take about 10 or 15 minutes and try to help clear up some confusion about CBD oil. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to talk about the ABCs of CBD. First thing that we need to clear up is the confusion between hemp and marijuana. Yes, both of the leaves look the same, but that does not mean they are the same. It's really no different than, cocaine looks like sugar, but they are obviously not the same. Both of the leaves of the hemp and the marijuana plant look very similar, but they are two different plants, and they both belong to the cannabis family. Marijuana is very high in THC, which is what makes people get high, but it's very low in cannabinoids. Hemp is the opposite. It's very high in cannabinoids, which have a lot of medicinal properties, and it's very low, 0.3% of THC. And we actually can make a THC free. But that amount of THC is not going to have any psychoactive effect, even if you drank an entire bottle of CBD oil. Now, prior to 1937, cannabis, look at this slide, from 1850 to 1936, cannabis was used as the primary medicine for more than 100 separate illnesses or diseases in the United States. Look at those very cool old bottles of cannabis oil. But what happened in 1937, because at that time they thought that hemp and marijuana was the same, they lumped them both together and made them both illegal. That happened way back in 1937. They threw them both under the bus. Hemp should have never been lumped in there with marijuana, but it was. You can do your own research, but there's a couple different theories on that. Some people believe that the paper industry was behind that because you can use hemp to make paper. You can use hemp to make over 25,000 different products, including everything that is made from plastic. And it just has tons of medicinal properties. So I've also heard a theory that the pharmaceutical industry was behind making hemp illegal. Whoever was behind it, it never should have happened. It is a plant put here by our Creator with so many different healing medicinal properties and zero psychoactive effect. So that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever that it was ever made illegal. And if you aren't aware of it, prior to 1937, before they made it illegal, hemp was the number one crop for our livestock. As you can see from this picture, you see the cows grazing on hemp. It was the number one food source. And like I mentioned before, hemp is loaded with cannabinoids, which are very, very healing. And we were getting the cannabinoids because we were eating the meat and we were drinking the milk. But after 1937, when they banned hemp, now, unless you were born prior to that, you've probably never had cannabinoids in your diet, unless you've been taking CBD oil. Well, the good news is on December 20th of 2018, President Trump signed the Farm Bill of 2018. And what that did, this is huge. This is such good news for so many different people and so many different industries. What that Farm Bill did is it finally separated hemp from marijuana. Marijuana is still a controlled substance. Hemp is an agricultural commodity. So now you're going to start seeing hemp farms again. You're going to see clothing stores with clothes made from hemp. Hopefully we'll start replacing everything made from plastic with hemp. And I mean, it's huge for the environment. It's huge for farmers, and it's huge for us because hemp cannabinoids are very, very healing. And I wouldn't be sitting right here today talking to you if it weren't for the healing properties of the CBD oil and the personal experience that my husband and I had by taking CBD oil. So this is really phenomenal news. Hemp is now legal in all 50 states. And, you know, now you're starting to see CBD oil all over the news. It's been featured on Dr. Oz, tons of articles in newspapers. I'm sure you're hearing all about CBD oil. Now the question is, how in the world do you pick a high quality CBD oil? Because you know how it is when something is trending and is as popular as CBD oil is, well, now all of a sudden everybody and their brother is coming out with CBD oil. As you can see from this photo, there's quite a variety of quality out there. The company that I am with, which manufactures the #1 CBD oil product on the market, is featured there on the left. You can see the other ones. Some of them are different colors. The hemp plant is green. What's happening is a lot of companies are adding fillers in order to make their product cheaper. If you are buying a high quality CBD oil, and why would you want anything else? You should not see more than 2 or 3 ingredients on the label. Here is the label of our peppermint CBD oil. And if you look right here on the ingredients, you're going to see our carrier, which is hemp seed oil, and then the CBD rich extract from the hemp plant. Now, our company uses the entire plant, so you are getting all the cannabinoids in that plant. CBD is one of them that happens to have a lot of healing properties. And then the third ingredient is a natural flavor. We have a plain which has 2 ingredients. If it's flavored, we have a peppermint and cinnamon, then it's going to have 3 ingredients. But if you're at a health food store or anywhere else and you pick up a bottle of CBD oil and it has more than 2 or 3 ingredients, you should just put it back down. I have been looking at labels everywhere we go. I see things like MCT oil, coconut oil. I've seen honey, water, glycerin, grapeseed oil. Most CBD oils have anywhere from 5 to 8 ingredients. They're fillers. They're making their product cheaper. It may not be cheaper to purchase, but I can promise you they are making it for a cheaper price if they're adding those fillers. You know, when our creator made the hemp plant, pretty sure he knew what he was doing. And there are cannabinoids, and there's hemp seed oil in that plant. Nothing more, nothing less. There is not coconut oil in the hemp plant. There is not glycerin. There is not palm oil, MCT oil. So it does not, those things do not belong in a high quality CBD oil. They might be good. Yes, coconut oil is good for you, but it does not belong in CBD oil. Now, I want to explain a little bit about why does CBD oil work for such a wide range of health issues. Because people are getting help with so many different health issues. We don't make any claims that it cures anything. What it does is stimulate your body to heal itself the way God intended. How does this one thing do so much? The answer is simple. CBD oil doesn't do the work. CBD signals the body to do the work. When we feed our cannabinoid receptors, our endocannabinoid system begins to work properly, and the body begins to self-regulate and self-correct. They discovered back in the 90s that our body actually has an endocannabinoid system. We have receptors throughout our body, CB1 and CB2. And as you can see here, the green ones are the CB1 and controls these areas, and CB2 receptors are found here in this kind of orangey color. But they are found throughout our body, these CB receptors, and they're part of the endocannabinoid system. And I have found the best way to help people understand this endocannabinoid system is to compare it to a fuse box. So I made up this little image here, and you know what your fuse box looks like in your house. As long as all those fuses are working and they're on, the switch is turned to the on, then you're going to have power in your living room, power in your bedrooms, power in the laundry, the stove is going to work, the washer dryer works, the lights work, the outlets work. As soon as one of those flips off, something's not working. You know, maybe you don't have power now in the bedroom or power, you know, to the kitchen. Well, the endocannabinoid system is just like the fuse box for our body. So picture your body's fuse box with 10 fuses, 10 switches, just like you see in this image here of the fuse box. You have a switch for the immune system, the nervous system, respiratory, endocrine, circulatory, digestive, exocrine, which is the outside of your body, your skin, your hair, your nails, the muscular and skeletal system, the renal system, and the reproductive system. Well, don't you think it would be a good idea if all 10 of those switches were on in your fuse box? Well, that is exactly what CBD oil does. It activates the receptors in our body, the CB1, the CB2 receptors, and it starts sending signals to your brain to flip all those switches on that maybe haven't been on, at least not the whole way, not working 100%. Because for how many years now, you know, unless you were born prior to 1937, you probably haven't had cannabinoids in your diet. So this is why you're hearing from people that are getting results that maybe had anxiety, maybe had pain or inflammation somewhere in their body, all kinds of different health issues. People are getting relief. And again, I'm not saying it heals anything. It's signaling your body, it's flipping on all the switches so that your body knows how to self-regulate and self-correct. And its whole purpose of this endocannabinoid system is to get your body back in homeostasis, where everything is working and everything is in balance. Look at this chart, and I can't spend much time here, of all these different cannabinoids. They're listed all the way around this circle, and then it tells you what area of the body it helps with. I mean, it is just phenomenal. Here's a before and after picture of thermography, which shows inflammation in your body. If you have inflammation in your body, it's going to show up in red. This was before CBD oil, and then they took another thermography after, 10 minutes after this person took CBD oil. Here's another before and after. This one was taken 1 year apart. I mean, you can use all the most expensive creams on the outside of your body, but nothing is going to make you look healthier than being healthy on the inside. I mean, this before and after is just phenomenal. And I happen to know that this particular person took the CBD oil as well as using our facial creams that are infused with CBD oil. Now, hopefully I answered a lot of questions and cleared up a lot of confusion about CBD oil. I have 2 more quick slides for you. If you have ever wanted to have a home-based business and work from home, there's never been a better time. I have never seen an opportunity where there is a market that is exploding like CBD oil. And it was presented and offered in the home-based business industry. I mean, that is huge. This is an industry, as you can see from this slide. Last year, we did somewhere around 570 million in the industry. And as you can see, according to Forbes, we're going to be going to 22 billion by 2022. The next 3 years, I mean, we are looking at explosive growth in this industry. And that's where you want to be if you want to change your financial future. And why not be with the #1 company in that industry? Why would you join #2 or #3? And lastly, you can actually take a free tour of our business and take the next 7 days to just kind of check us out and see what we're doing. And during that 7 days, we will be continuing to build business that is going to, some of that is going to fall under you. And so I'm not going to talk a lot about this because I wanted to keep this short. I just want to encourage you to get back to the person that shared this video with you. We would love to have you on board, to have you join this is a massive wellness movement that is taking place. And the movement is going back to plant medicine. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time today. I hope you have a great rest of the day.